The idea of my coming here to Mumbai and meet you friends is to share with you the experiences I have had with my beloved Sadguru, Baba Sawan Singh Ji, and with his authority, with his permission, I am sharing some experiences. I hope they will be useful for you. We will have 2 sessions every day. There will be a short talk, and then there will be interviews or personal meetings for newcomers who have not met me before. This will be the pattern that we followed in Delhi. People were happy with that pattern. And then for those who have already met me, we will have short group meetings. So everybody will have a chance to have a close meeting with me during the 3 days I am going to be here in Mumbai. The most important thing I want to share with you is that when we get initiated by a perfect living master, it is not the beginning of our journey, but the end of our journey. People talk of spiritual journey. Where does it begin? Where does it end? The spiritual journey began many lifetimes ago. It does not start now. We progress very slowly because the attachments to this world are very strong. The distractions are very strong. And this world and the mind that is attached to this world plays a big game on us, and we cannot go inside ourselves to find even who we are. Forget about who the Satpurush, our Creator, is. So that is why the journey is very long. When we get to meet a perfect living master, then we end of the long journey, and when we get initiated, then it is the end of our effort. Now the rest is for the great master or the perfect living master to take care of us. When a perfect living master initiates us, he gives a guarantee that I will take you to such kind of true home. That's the meaning of initiation. Initiation is not a method of meditation. Now I have taught you the method of meditation. Now work hard and find your way home. That is not the work of a perfect living master. It is the work of other masters. It is the work of yoga teachers. It is the work of all teachers to teach us how to do something, and then we have to do it. But the initiation by a perfect master, Namdar, by a Puran Sant Satguru, is very different. Then why do we have to meditate after the end of the perfect journey? If we have already got what we wanted, why do we have to meditate 2.5 hours? Why have to follow diet of vegetarian food? To follow other rules? Why do we have to do that? The reason is our mind does not believe that we have already reached. It is only for proving to the mind, to our own mind, that we have to meditate. We have to go inside and check out, is it really true that there is something like Sachkhand inside? Is it really true that there are many levels inside? Is it really true we have been really initiated? Is it really true this was a real master? These questions the mind keeps on asking, even after initiation. Therefore, the method given to find out answer to these questions is the meditation which masters teach us to do. The meditation by itself cannot take us to our true home, because our true home is beyond our mind. Mind is a thinking machine installed into our consciousness. But we are not the mind, we are soul, Atma. There is a big difference between the soul and the mind. The soul does not need time and space to function. Mind always needs time and space to function. The mind thinks, and it can only think in time. If you have no time, mind dies. Mind can only function if there is time. Therefore, mind creates time to think. Soul needs no time. And even in our daily affairs here in this world, we find both of them functioning. We find the mind is functioning all the time. We are thinking all the time, something or the other. Mind never remains still. It is constantly thinking. It is thinking, because if it doesn't think, it will die. It is like the heartbeat of the body. Heart works continuously while the body is alive. No matter how long you live, heart can never stop. Heart has to beat all the time. Therefore, the body remains alive. The mind has to think all the time. Therefore, it is alive. And that is why the mind is a thinking machine. Therefore, when we think, we are using the mind. But the mind has become so powerful over the course of many lifetimes that we are now become slaves of the mind, which was given to us as a machine to use. It was given to us to serve us. So we could use it. We could use it to think. We could use it to understand. We could use it to make meaning of the sense perceptions, what we are seeing, touching, tasting, smelling. Mind tells us what we are doing. If I look at these beautiful flowers here, how did he call them beautiful flower? Eyes cannot see beautiful flower. Eyes can only see white color, blue color, pink color, this shape. Eyes cannot see beautiful flowers, can only see the colors and the shapes. Old eyes designed for only colors and shapes. What makes a beautiful flower? Our mind. Mind is constantly interpreting the use of our sense perceptions. Mind is telling us whether to walk or not to walk, sleep or eat or do everything. That is why, because the mind has started guiding us on everything, we have virtually become a slave of the mind. Not only that, we have not become slave of the mind, we have forgotten who we are. We have started believing we are the mind. We have started saying, I think that is so. I think this, as if I and think are the same. That I and the mind is the same. Soul never thinks. Soul uses mind to think. When you have a thought, it should be correct statement is not I think so. Correct statement is I am using my mind to think so. We are separate, but being overwhelmed by the use of the mind over several lifetimes, not one lifetime. Why is it possible for a mind to survive so long? Because this body that we have is a very short-lived covering upon ourselves. It hardly lives 100 years. Very few people live 100 years. Most of them live 90, maybe 90, 80, 60 people die at any time. This is a very short-lived body when we think of the time created around us, a billion of years. Space infinite, time infinite. In that, this body is a very short life. Do we have an inner body? When this body dies, is there an inner body? Yes, there is. This body is made of matter. It is a sthul sharir, physical body. Physical body means it's made of physical matter, atoms and molecules. But inside this body is functioning that which can see, touch, taste and smell. Those sense perceptions are happening because of something inside this body. Can they separate from this body? Yes, they can. Many ways to prove it. Everybody who dies proves to himself that we are still living in a different body. That means this body is temporary, another body inside may be more lasting. What does that body consist of? Of our own body. It consists of everything except the matter of this body. This matter disappeared, everything has remained intact. That means same mind, same soul, same memory, same everything, only the physical matter has disappeared. This so-called Suksham Sharir or astral body consists of the whole of us except the physical body. Therefore, when the physical body dies, that body steps aside and realizes we did not die, the physical body died. Now, when we die, we have no chance to come back and tell other people, don't think death is the end of life. There is something else in it. We do try. We try to tell all our friends and relatives. We have found out, we thought we died, we thought our life ended. No, we are still alive, but without the physical body. But there is no voice, the physical voice, which we can hear with our physical ears. So, the dead human body, physical body, speaking from the astral body, is not heard by us. And therefore it tries very hard and gets frustrated. It cannot communicate with us anymore. It tries to communicate in many ways. It still has the same energy centers that we have in the physical body. So it tries to use energetically. And then we get frightened. There is a ghost in our house. They say, oh, my mother died, but I feel she is present because I can feel it. Sometimes, if a person who has died is more attached to us, they will try to show their presence even more. I have seen hundreds of such cases coming to me, telling me that they feel that the spirit of somebody who has died is still in the house. I might tell you a real example of a friend of mine in America. He lives in the south side of Chicago, and he was looking for buying a new house. The real estate agent was trying to find a house for him. One day gave him very good news. An old lady had just died, and the children of that lady who live far away in California, they don't want to come here. They have told me, sell the house at any price. We are not bothered about it. They did not care to find out that the furniture which the lady had just bought can be taken away. They did not even open a computer the lady had just bought. Everything was packed. The real estate agent told my friend, this is a great bargain. You can get a house totally furnished, everything intact, and good price. Her children don't care what price you pay. So it was a big bargain. My friend bought the house. After 1 or 2 days, he called me. He said, there is some spirit, a bhoot pret in this house. I said, how do you know? He said, I have a rocking chair in my living room, and sometimes I come from outside, it is already rocking, like somebody was sitting, I just moved up. Sometimes it opens the door of my bedroom, and I feel somebody is coming in. He said, I am very frightened. I said, we'll have to check who this spirit is who has come and is haunting you in that house. So I said, I will come and surmise who could it be. When I went there to his house, I saw the attachment of that spirit was to the furniture and things that the mother has feeling, why have the children not taken care of my things? And is so attached to those things. I told my friend, which is her favorite thing that moves like this? He told me some piece of furniture. I said, put it in my car. So I brought it to my house. And now my doors began to open by themselves. Now my light should come on themselves. I didn't mind, because I said, I am used to seeing these things, and I know it is the lady who has come, and I am requesting her in your presence, please don't go back and bother me. After some time, I had to travel to come to India or come to Europe somewhere. The lady must have felt, where is that person who brought me here? Went back to my friend's house. And he told me, oh, she has come again. I said, we'll have to come again and take something. So we went back to his house, my wife and I both went, to pick up a heavier piece of furniture. So we brought another furniture, and we brought it in our house in Chicago area. Spirit came with it. Then we took it to Bruce in Wisconsin, where we are building a dome type of structure as a Dera Baba Sawan Singh, to be named after my master. Just like my master named Dera Baba Sawant, Dera Baba Jamal Singh after his master. They're building something there. I took that furniture to my house there, and the lights came up there then. So outside function. These are energies of the inner body. They don't have matter. They cannot be seen. They cannot be heard. But they can be felt. They try to make you know that they are there. The other day, I was able to hear a voice also. I remember same lady. We know it's the same lady who's come from my friend's house. So my wife and I were sitting on the sofa together, and just in front of us, lady said, "I am here. I am here." My wife said, "Who is speaking?" I said, "Same lady." But how is she able to speak? I said, with the utmost energy, they have to try to just a little short sentence or little short appearance sometimes they can make if their energy is very strong. Sometimes they can make other kinds of signs to show they are there. Now people are sometimes saying, if you are so friendly with the spirits, we are not so friendly. Please come to our house and take them with you. Soon I may have a big collection of them in my house. I am mentioning these things to tell you that there is evidence that we do not die, only the body dies at the time of death. But this is not the only way to wait for some spirit to tell you. There is a better way, much better way to find out if you are really not going to die when the body dies. And that method has been described all by the saints and mystics. It is called dying while living. Dying while living is a process by which you can experience the inner body just by withdrawing your attention from this physical body. It's a very simple method of meditation. How do we achieve it? It's very simple. That we withdraw our attention from outside and place it inside. Inside where? Where we think we are inside the physical body. From where we think, from where we decide, from where we are asking questions, from where we feel something. We are not doing this from our hands or feet or legs or torso. We are doing it from the head. From where we look out into the world, which is the eyes. Place is very simple, where to withdraw your attention, close your eyes, where you feel you are, not this body, where you feel you are, place your attention there, keep it as long as you can by many methods of holding your attention there, which always we can tell you many methods of doing that. If you can hold your attention there, gradually you will not know what is happening outside because you will be involved in what is happening inside, which you can create even by your imagination. Create activity inside by imagination. Soon you will find you don't know where your hands and feet are. Then you won't know where the legs and arms have gone. It's a progressive thing. From the extremities, it comes to the bottom of the torso and pulls up the attention, and after some time you won't know where the body is. Then what will you feel? You feel you are still there. In that state, you can still see. It is not merely after that time that you can do it, you can see even now while you are sitting here. If you close your eyes and you want to see these flowers, you can see them. How? By your imagination. You can imagine everything. You can imagine you are seeing the flower, you can imagine you are smelling them, you can imagine you are tasting them. All the sense perceptions will be real. Even right now. The whole thing is to hold these experiences inside till you become unaware of the body and you are back in the body which is there. When you die, it will not die. But a bigger thing happens. If you are able to hold that particular state of being, which we call the suksham state or the astral state, for a long time, if you hold it, you will start having memories of that state. Just like in the physical body, we have a physical memory. Oh, we came here yesterday, we ate this for food, we were very young, we remember a few instances of childhood. Like that, you will remember how you were in a different form, how you were there 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 500 years ago, those memories start coming in. Your memory, not somebody else. It is not going to somebody, tell me what I was in the past. You are discovering for yourself what was in the past. See, that's the best proof you can have and know for yourself that you were there before you were born in this body. Don't have to wait for any other experiment. This kind of meditation, where you can withdraw your attention and find that you were in a different body that lasts longer than this body. It was there before you were born, it will be there after you die. Does that body also have an age limit? Does that also get born and die? Yes, if your memory is strong enough, you can even find the birth of that body and gradually live and die in that body. So we have another body inside. Not only that, if you withdraw your attention behind the eyes of that body, not this, after you've forgotten this body, and when you are working with the inner body, which can fly, which can go anywhere, because light, it has no matter, when you withdraw your attention inside, you discover the reality of your mind. Mind is also a body with a much longer life. That is why it holds the memories, even of millions of years, of millions of lifetimes. Its life is that long. And the memory is a very big thing. After all, how do we know we are alive? From memory. How do we know we are going old? Memory. How do we know there was something before and after? Memory. It is, everything is memory, and the memory is different at every stage. I am just introducing a subject to you to show you how the teachings of masters enable you through meditation to verify things that they say are actually there. It's only for verification for our mind. We can, through this meditative process, by withdrawing our attention inside, find out that we have three bodies. The physical body, the Sukshma Sharir, which is sense perception body, and the causal body, which is our mind. Every one of us has three bodies. Inside that body, three bodies is a soul, which makes life to all the three bodies. All three are alive because of their soul inside. Soul gives life, soul does not think, soul does not have anything to do with these. It has been given these instruments to have this experience in creation. But there is much more than that. Meditation cannot tell you the soul. Meditation cannot give you self-realization up to the point of the soul. It can give you self-realization up to the Sukshma Sharir, Kara Sharir, mind. Why? Because all meditation is done with the mind. You can't do something with the mind and say you've gone beyond the mind. Therefore, there is something else that takes you beyond the mind into your knowledge of the true Atma, true soul, or your self-realization. But of that I will talk to you later in the afternoon. I've just given you an introduction because I want to save some time for the newcomers who would like to see me for a few minutes. So we'll begin the interview now, and I'll meet you again in the afternoon about 3 o'clock and continue this subject and tell you what can take us beyond the mind. Thank you very much.